Okay, we're alive, baby.
We're live.
Yep. Hey, Aussie True Crime. Hey, Maria. Hey, Brooke. Try and stay awake. Oh, that was a while ago. Hey, Aussie True Crime. Kelly will be here in a little bit. Oh, snap. Hold on. I'll put the camera on. We'll put this on you, Matthias. Come here, sweetheart. Hey. Hey, Tammy. Ayo.
Yayo.
Okay. Just being crazy. Oh my god. There. Yeah, he's so cute. He's so happy to be out of the kitty prison.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't even know what to do with himself.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the new fur baby, Matthias. And he is goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good boy. He finally ate his food. He does. He is big. He's 1 year old, but he's huge. It's like a mini panther, I say. Yep, he's a cutie. We're just waiting for Kelly. She'll be popping up here soon. We're gonna just talk on. She did a lot of research into the Britney Spears stuff, and I've been snooping around on it too. Hey, Tammy. Hey. Say hey, Tammy Barnes. Auntie Tammy. Look at me. He's got his. Oh, what? I'm gonna get you. Matthias. Hey, pretty boy. A handsome boy. Yeah, he loves us already. He wasn't the first cat we looked at, but he was little Mr. Attitude. We fell in love. Kelly! Hey, Robbie.
Hello.
Hello.
Kelly, meet Matthias.
Hi, sweetheart. Matthias, how are you? How are you?
I
Super
think he's
cute.
loving life right now.
I see that.
Hey, Mary. Hey, Seth.
Hey, guys. Hey, Robbie.
He
Robbie.
is so cute. He's been in the shelter since April, and we went to visit him 4 times before we brought him home. The last time we put him in his cage, he was so pissed at us, but we actually
Oh,
got the
goodness.
call to go and pick him up like half an hour after that.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. We love you, Robbie.
You can't stay, Robbie. I have a big Britney thing.
A whole thing. Well, he's gonna have to catch the replay.
You're gonna have to watch the replay.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not taking control of the live, but I did so much research because I really wanted to help today because, I'm honored to have been asked to talk with you guys about this, but I did like a PowerPoint because I thought it would help us in a lot of ways to kind of understand what's going on. But I don't want to take up your show. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're fine. My research didn't go like that deep. Mine's just from obviously being a fangirl since I was what, like 15. So
Oh, yeah.
14. I can't even remember how far back that goes.
Well, I wanted to tell you guys about, first of all, what I had been learning, and then I'm going to jump in whenever you guys say it's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know.
Let's start.
But I wanted to tell you guys that, first of all, I saw a documentary today, and it was called the Showbiz Kids. And Alex Winters is actually the writer director, and he was Bill from Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure. So he actually did this documentary, and he spoke with several different child actors. Okay, but they were performers. So this runs because Britney was included on this documentary. Oh, good. There you are. I got nervous. So we've got a few different actors that I saw on this documentary that I'm going to, go through. But if you guys can kind of remember, oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that's good because I'm interested now.
We've got Will Wheaton. I'm sure you guys remember Will Wheaton. He was on Stand By Me. Yeah. Evan Peter. Oh, no, not Evan Peter. Sorry. I had her name and I wrote it in a different area. I'll go back to that. Hold on. Todd Bridges from, of course, The Different Strokes. We had Mila Jovovich. I'm sure you guys know who that is. She plays in all the Resident Evil movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's really beautiful, So these are all people that are child actors and now have grown, And Cameron Morgan, the one that just passed away, he was a Disney actor. He was actually in it too. It was right before he passed that they did this documentary. But anyway, the thing is that I took notes literally on every single actor, and they all said the same things. And Britney was part of it. So they said how their families went too far, pushed them in.
Ooh.
They only chose these kids are people that are good at taking direction. So they found kids that the parents were willing to sacrifice everything for their kid who was willing to take direction. So I wanted to tell you guys are not going to believe how, you guys probably would, but how real bad it is, because in this actual thing, in this documentary, they had a woman that was 101. She was an actress, Diana. She was known as Baby Peggy. In 1920, she was a child actress, and all they did was knock her around. They would hit her, push her. You could look her up. I'll send some information over to share later. But it was all about money. And this woman said, and she was just a child actor. She says, well, my parents did everything that they were told, but as soon as they went against the grain, out they went. Her career ended at 7 years old because her father disagreed with an executive. Now, they were just saying, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's very, very pertinent to the information about Britney and what she's going through. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I'm curious. I always thought there was something more to the whole Amanda Bynes, but that could be a whole different.
Oh, it is. There is. It's the same thing. The same exact stuff. Amanda Bynes was in that thing too. That documentary.
Because I don't believe she just like all of a sudden went nuts once or whatever. I actually think when she shoplifted, that was like a cry for help. Because she did it just so publicly. It was weird. She looked around for the cameras.
That's actually what Todd Bridges said. He said the people that, because he was talking about Dana Plato and how she suffered. And he said, no matter what, they act out because, and then Will Wheaton said it too. He said they act out when they don't have good parental figures or something is broken down within the system.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, I learned so much. But I want to share my screen, guys.
Okay.
And then you guys are gonna see how bizarre.
Hey, hold for peace. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Woo! Okay, so we've got Britney Spears conservatorship abuse, and she's been receiving this abuse for over 13 years now, guys.
Mm-hmm. If not all her life. That's just when it went legally because she was an adult. They couldn't control her until they had this conservatorship.
That's right. I just took the liberty of making some little points today. I don't know why my color thing looks off.
This is why I love you.
No, but this is going to be exciting. Me and Sherry get to work together. I love it. So the conservatorship, I just thought we would, kind of look at it really quick. It is someone that a conservator is a court-appointed individual who handles financial and daily life affairs for a conservatee. So we've got Jamie, the conservator, and Britney, the conservatee. And the roles are typically governed by the state law. So this is all governed by the state of California. And I believe now, didn't she reside in Las Vegas, Nevada? So they probably also have jurisdiction in that area as well.
Yeah, she was there for a couple of years when she had to perform every night at the casino.
I don't know why. My thing looked pretty before, and now all of a sudden, oh, here we go. Why does it look all weird? Okay, hold on. Yeah. Hold on a minute.
Thanks, Mary.
I'm going to redo this again. Hang on.
Thank you, Mary. You're awesome. It really is, Max. It is heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because her parents are getting money off of it. However, within the last week or so, her mother finally started speaking up on her behalf. And that's all. She said she had some concerns. So I don't even know if Lynn really knew everything going on until that court date when she heard her daughter really speaking. But I just found out today that it was about $2 million of Britney's own money that her father used to keep this conservatorship going. So she is paying for her own hostage situation.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
He actually just asked for $50,000 more a month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I had to fix it.
Oh, there we go.
So a conservator will be appointed by a court, and that's obviously what happened. And the jurisdiction is usually within the area of where they live, right? So we kind of went over that. When someone has a fiduciary duty to someone else, the person with that duty must act in a way that will benefit someone else, usually financially. The person who has a fiduciary duty is called the fiduciary, and the person to whom the duty is owed is called the principal or the beneficiary. So we know that Jamie is the beneficiary of a lot of this stuff, and he's entitled to damages, right? But what does the American Disabilities Act say, guys? Since she's considered disabled, correct? They said that there's a duty of care, duty of loyalty, duty of good faith, duty of confidentiality, duty of prudence, and duty of disclosure. She has not been given her rights whatsoever. If the duty of loyalty is found to be violated, the courts may order the offending fiduciary to pay restitution and may impose punitive damages to deter future violations. And according to the ADA guidelines, Britney's been prohibited our due process in the court of law as well under the 5th and the 14th Amendments. Because it can be broken down into two categories: procedural due process and substantive due process. And I brought these in, and I wanted you guys to clearly see that there is a section 504 in this act that Britney has been refused. The services, programs, and activities provided by public entities. So that means, and there's reunification. Do you see why I underlined this word for a reason? I know we're not in class, guys. I know. Reunification, meaning they're supposed to check every year, or at least by the guidelines of the terms, to see if that person can be reinstated again. Where was Britney's? Or was it happening and they're just all in on it?
Oh, yeah. This is the first time we've heard it in court. Well, she's been trying to fight it. She didn't even know until recently. She had said to that judge, I believe, that she didn't even know that she could like appeal or fight this conservatorship. Just
that's part of the disclosure. That's part of her knowing her rights. She wasn't given any of that.
And listening to her, she was like, I want to have a baby. They won't even let me take my IUD out. And I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? But I believe her when she says this. Like, that's nuts. They won't even let me have my doctor appointment to take my IUD out. What? Because, yeah, of course, if she's pregnant, she can't work then.
She can't work. They force her to work. Well, I put her abuse allegations in a little chart, and there's obviously much more. But I did go over the big ones, like she's traumatized and she cries every night. Mm-hmm. She has no control over her body decisions, like you just said. Mm-hmm. Birth control, going on dates, her own money, anything. Her father was granted control in 2008. Oh, that's ridiculous. Mental and emotional abuse. She says she's been embarrassed and humiliated. She feels ganged up on, bullied, left out, and alone. And she's forced to tour even when she's sick or she would like to possibly do something else. She's denied her own rights. Mm-hmm. She could have had every right to petition for her rights back at any time, and nobody helped her. The mental and emotional abuse from her team, the lack of due process. Like I said, this is kind of like a ball of yarn here, but I mean, if you put in together with the ADA article violations along with our Bill of Rights, she's a prisoner for no reason.
Yeah, prisoners actually have more rights than she does right now.
And that's why I put here, she was never given proper legal educational rights on her ability to petition the court. She didn't even know she could do that. She was depending on that lawyer who was
all lawyers that are chosen by daddy, or the courts that are all friends with daddy.
Well, the lawyer that has now
No, Meg, rambling cannot come up. I'm sorry, but not for this topic. No. Sorry.
Jamie is asking for more than $2 million of Britney's money to defend himself, which you know that. I said the $50K a month.
Yeah.
From her estate for security because he's receiving death threats. Well, maybe let her out of her conservatorship.
Right.
No offense, but Jamie is fully aware that she wants nothing to do with him, and that she is perfectly capable and healthy to take great care of herself and her children. He's fully aware of that.
He's going to get his pants sewed off because his pants are Britney's. She bought them probably.
Oh, she did. She is paying all these people to bully her.
Yeah. She was like, I gave the people that I work for too much power over me. Like, that's insane. That's like me going when I was managing Dollar General last year Me going to work one day and they get to just call all my shots and whatever. Keep me prisoner, I guess, if they want to. Like, that's crazy.
And take your paycheck.
And take my paycheck from me.
Hey, Mama knows best. You know what? She was actually breastfeeding her second child.
Yeah.
During that time. They have to now, they better, is what I'm saying, take into consideration of Britney's mental state at the time of her being postpartum.
I think that was all planned. I'm not gonna lie, because
Yeah.
if you go back now and watch the whole thing with the Kevin Federline, and
Yeah.
that was backup dancer, and what was he doing? He was in the strip clubs with Daddy, smoking cigars and being her backup dancer. 2 kids,
Yep.
1 year, they're 14 and 15, so he popped them babies out quick, and that's what this man does. Every baby mama he has is someone famous, and they hadn't had kids until K-Fed come in here. He's like on five famous chicks that are rich, and he's known for nothing but getting rich famous girls pregnant. So
Exactly.
I like have this sick feeling because now, yeah, he's got all the child support. He gets $50,000 a month in child support from her, and went to the courts and said he needed more, and that was approved because Daddy there said, "Oh yeah, my grandchildren do need that," or whatever. I'm going to approve it. I really think that that was a sick thing because they've been holding her kids against her the entire time.
Yep.
Dance, monkey, dance, and you can see your son for a couple hours. Your sons.
You know, and the Hollywood, what I had been learning is they allow this, and Britney was actually, she has bigger problems than some of the actors, which they even admit. Britney has one of the biggest problems out there. Is, first of all, because she has now been put under this conservatorship. Sorry, I cannot talk today. Since she's been put under it, if she makes one mistake, which we all make mistakes, she is now branded a troubled person, and she can't get out of it because now it's like everything adds on. So you're right. This has been planned.
Yeah.
They keep every little thing she does, boom, that's a mark.
Criminal imagination. That's exactly what my thought has been like lately, thinking about this now. I think the shaving the head, because it's like, oh, like I'm supposed to be this pretty pop star. Well, I'm going to shave my hair off, and then you don't have pretty little Barbie girl, you know. I don't believe at all now that she went crazy and shaved her head. That's just what they wanted us to do.
She did that because of a rebellion. What you guys just said.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was rebellion. Now, I took also the liberty to add in what is financial.
What? K-Fed is fat now. Yeah, he is.
He got himself pregnant.
He actually now got a famous tennis player pregnant. Ain't that some crazy? He's like on baby number 7.
Really?
This is what this man does.
Trying to get a baseball team? Or what?
That's what they actually said, that he had his own. Yeah, that's funny.
Well, financial abuse, this happens in relationships, but it's happening to her tremendously along with everything else. But I just wanted to, share with some little tips here. But financial abuse involves things like cutting off financial support, stealing, taking money, controlling, unfairly spending the money, creating crisis or punishing others. It's very common in narcissistic relationships, and she does say clearly that she feels that her family or her look at Matthias. If you have no access to money, you may be stuck in a situation, right, with no way to leave. So there's you have to sometimes just do as much as you can and hoard money away if this is happening to you, even if it's like little dimes and whatnot. But it's not just controlling, it's everything. They manipulate, bully, guilt, threaten, terrorize, they force. And this is what is happening to Britney. She is being forced, bullied. She's being guilted. Remember when her father got ill? They made her feel like, well, He's ill. So she's put under a guilt and an embarrassment, and she's not allowed to do anything. That's terrorizing her. She's followed. That's insane. She's a prisoner.
Yeah.
She is a prisoner, Veronica. You are right.
Mm-hmm.
But taking money from her, they're taking money from her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they all have been. And her sister's been charging everything to the estate. All of her flight tickets and everything are charged to Britney's estate.
Yeah. Now, there are people that are looking now. The members from the American Disability. They actually asked, did you guys hear that? I just heard it on MSNBC. Okay, hold on. I actually recorded it too off my phone, but I'm not going to play it because you guys will probably get in trouble. Let's see here. MSNBC said, I really found it interesting. They said the U.S. senators are stepping in asking what is going on. I loved that.
Mm-hmm.
So now we've got senators stepping in.
Yep. They said, come and see us so we, yep, they definitely, yeah, I heard that. Where did that go? She can't just leave. No, they took her door off of her bedroom even. She has no bedroom door, and she said that they watch her naked. Like they watch her get dressed multiple times a day, they said. Or she said that.
It's so sick.
And that she has no bedroom door. She can't even go for a car ride with her boyfriend.
And Meg, you really asked a great question. She trusts and protects, or trusts and loves these people the most in the world. And, her brother, mother, and father are still getting money. The sister is not. Mm-hmm. No more. She was.
She was a couple weeks ago. She Yep, she charged Southwest Airlines just in June.
Wow.
Yeah, she was claiming that she has nothing to do with Britney's estate, but yes, there's a lot of money charged. If you guys know at all the creator Sloan, I'll link that because he covers this hardcore. He's huge.
Well,
Britney
she
fan.
was made trustee, ensuring that the boys will get the money because it's $16,000 plus $2,000 a month. But that's what the mom and the brother are making. 1.2 million in 2019 that they have made off of her just from 2019. Can you believe that? And for Jamie, he made 128,000 in 2019. Her next court date is September.
No, I think she has one in July 14th or something too. No, or was it moved?
I heard they moved it.
They might have moved it now because her mom just came out and said that she filed paperwork for Britney to be able to pick a different attorney or something.
Thank God. But
they need to request the judge to be off because I heard the judge has ties to the father. They dated at one point or something like that.
She did fantastic in her speech. You could tell she was so nervous and but powerful and strong with conviction. How can this be stopped? She needs to get an attorney that's on her side. But Mrs. Montgomery is staying as co-conservator, and she's been a semi-help, I think. For Britney, but I agree, and it was her father. Whole other story, but I don't quote me on this, but I believe in the Illuminati. Thank you.
So do I. I do too.
Do you?
Oh
I thought
yeah.
you guys are gonna be like, you're crazy. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I believe that she was put as a sacrifice, really.
Hey Janine.
She was a baby. She
She
was put
was.
in front of the public as a baby.
But
And
you
she was
remember she was like
sexualized.
she was. She was like the first that I can recall really, other than like Janet Jackson or whatever. But if you go back to like our childhood, that was like
That was
the
taboo.
baby one more time with her in the school uniform. That was like
Taboo.
it was taboo. Yeah, very controversial. We weren't like allowed to even buy her damn record or whatever. The churches were like condemning it, and all this weird stuff was happening.
Yeah. I really can't understand.
Yes, the Mickey Mouse Club with Christina Aguilera, Justin
Yeah,
Timberlake, and
she
all
was
of
in the
them.
Mickey Mouse Club.
The Mickey Mouse Club, which to me, you guys, that's sick because I look at it now as like literally Kelly. It's the Illuminati Club of
Pedophile
children.
club. Yeah.
Yeah, Illuminati pedophile and just
Yep.
yeah. And that's why I think Britney and Christina Aguilera always had this rift. Well, they created that for them because it sells. We all know that. And because I think Britney was too vocal about certain things and Christina's more play by the book. Be quiet.
Yeah.
Be loyal. Be quiet.
Yep.
Don't ask questions. Just perform and do your thing, and you will be rich and happy and taken care of.
You're so right, Criminal Imagination. When he said that, it made and she got turned on.
Of course, Amber, you can. It's okay, Cotton Candy. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Cotton. I love that name, Cotton Candy.
Cotton Candy. And
Makes
her
me
picture
think
looks like
of the fair, going to the carnivals.
the carnivals and boobies.
And
I swear, every time I see her picture, I know it's Cotton Candy now, but I still picture boobies.
Love it. But thinking about the facts that she grew up in front of the public. Not only that, but her family forced her to work. I'm not saying she didn't want to work, but if you watch a lot of her interviews, she looks very tired. She looks like, she just didn't really want to be there. There were times that you could tell she doesn't feel fully there. She feels like she's just kind of stuck. And it's almost like watching this poor thing, you can't do nothing about it. We can't physically do anything about it.
Yeah.
It sucks. And there are so many people that stuck up for her, and the judge still said no.
Out of the three of the time, Britney was made to look like the naughty one. Yes, exactly. But what did they do? They did the same thing, sexualized everyone after her, every female after that, right?
Everyone.
But it was okay for them, but Britney was just, oh my God.
Hey, that's the story of my life. No matter what I do. But others can do it.
Yeah. Damn YouTube. Yeah, she was made fun of a lot. They kind of did Janet Jackson dirty too, because that was Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wardrobe malfunction.
But that shit was on purpose, and they outcasted Janet. Her life was not the same after that.
Yeah,
her career.
Like, why was she outcast for that?
They said she planned it because she had a nipple cover on. She had one of those nipple pasties, and so they said, you must have wanted that to happen, or why did you have that pasty on? That's literally what they said to her. Yeah, she came out and said her piece, and I couldn't believe it. That's what they said to her. But it's a bunch of guys in NFL, dirty white men, and literally,
white men are dirty.
It's dirty old white men, and they didn't like that. So yeah, they praised. All Justin Timberlake had to do was, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, and he's praised, and look at how quick he went and moved on and did his thing, and look at him now. And Janet Jackson is her career is never the same after that. In fact, she was banned from ever performing for the NFL again.
Yep.
He's the one who
Sure
pulled the
was.
damn thing down. She didn't pull it down herself. He pulled it. So even if they thought that shit was planned, obviously he's the one who planned it because he's the one who pulled it down. They both would have known about it then.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting all mad for Janet now. When are we going to discuss
Right?
that?
I know. Well, Janet is very private. And so she's always been kind of like one of those hard to know what's going on with her. But yeah, she was totally tortured after that one thing. But Britney has been put through the ringer.
Yeah.
And they treat her like crap. And they treat her like she's just some, that there's a couple songs I saw that you were going through. You could really see a lot of stuff of things that she's saying. Circus, how she says, I'm only the ringleader when I'm performing.
Yep.
All eyes on
There's
me.
a lot of
in the middle
songs
of
you
the
can
ring.
totally take differently now, and you wonder, like, is she like begging for help now through the songs? Because she was
right.
remember that TikToker, and he was like, do this, wear this color,
Yeah.
do this hand gesture, and she was doing them all every time she posted something.
Yep.
Yeah, Janet Jackson was awesome.
Hey,
There's
someone else come up here too.
Yeah, if anyone else wants to come up here, there's the link in chat.
Our Brooke is a Britney fanatic, but she's so ill. She's got a high fever and things, but she's supporting us from afar.
That reminds me too, they made her perform with 102 fever, and she was super sick, she said, and dizzy, and she didn't want to do it, and they said she had to or they were going to sue her. She said I would
have let them sue me.
Yeah, she said if she didn't perform, that she was at risk of being sued by her management team, which is fucked up.
Big time. Yeah. Wonder if it would have been different if she were.
Where'd Cher go? Oh, there she is.
There she is.
We sounded like robotic for a minute, so I had to leave and come back in. Yeah, she's only control when she's performing in The Slave for You and The Lucky, and they all just break my heart now.
Yeah. But the circus, I looked up the lyrics today because I was like, wait a minute, because I like that song, and I was thinking about it, and I'm like, wow, really? The whole thing is her. She's saying, I'm only the ringleader on the stage. And that's her only where she's in charge, kind of. And that's sad. That's exactly what she's saying, is where she's only in charge, is basically she's in the circus.
Right, because they all count on her for the choreography and everything, and the setups and all of that. It's all her doing all this planning, all the dancing, all the teaching, but she's so mentally unstable.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Tara. I feel the same way. I don't understand how a judge did not step in, and I feel the same. That's a shady SHIT right there.
Well, they already said, that they should be asking for a new judge. They tied that judge to Jamie Spears, the father.
I'm not surprised.
Well, what I'm afraid of, Nellie, is I hope she gets out, because I actually have fear of like Jeffrey Epstein suicide or something. Because she all of a sudden said now that she wants to retire. She's so sick of it. She's like, well, if this is my only way, I'm just going to retire then. Screw everybody. And I'm afraid something could happen to her, like Michael Jackson or Jeffrey Epstein. Right. I mean, he deserved what he got either way, but I'm just saying that was no suicide. But they're going to be like,
I don't. Yeah, I say the same thing. And he didn't kill himself. Yeah, I was doing that for a long time. Say something and then randomly throw in, and Epstein didn't kill himself.
And Epstein didn't kill himself. Epstein suicide.
The grass is green, and Epstein did not commit suicide.
Oh yeah, Nelly. Yeah, that would be sad. I think, and that would be
Oh,
sick
God.
because then I'm sure that it's her
Her
family
family would
who's
inherit everything.
gonna inherit everything. So that's why I am concerned about it. And she called 911. I didn't know that until like a few days ago that she had actually called 911 the day or two before her meeting with the judge to report that there was conservatorship abuse going on.
See, I'm proud of her. I saw a lot of you guys say that you're proud of her for standing up, and this is 13 years worth. I mean, at first she was told she was nothing but crap. She was unstable. She wasn't worthy. She couldn't be a good mom. She wasn't going to be a good wife or a stable young woman. So she was always under this impression that she's this piece of crap that can't take care of herself.
Yeah, and I think that's what happened. I think she had her kids and she was more like, okay, I want to, because if I remember back to that time, she loved her kids, right? But I think she wanted to kind of get more out of the industry and more focus on being a mom and a wife. That's what she always said on that show, Chaotic. She wanted to get married. She wanted to have kids. Like, she wanted more of a normal life. Well, that's when they would have taken over and done the conservatorship so that she didn't even get to choose those things because they're like, why would you do that? You heard her father even do some interviews like, why would she want to like ruin that? Or I think she thought about retiring even back then because he was like, why would she do that? Look at her. She's America's pop star. So even then you could tell he was a little salty at her ideas. And then all of a sudden, now look what happened. But we were so young, like 13 years ago, I didn't even think anything. Like, well,
I didn't realize what was going on.
I didn't pay that close attention. I was just like, oh, she's going nuts, just like the media led us all to believe. She's just nuts. She needs the help. She can't even control her own life.
I never thought she went nuts. I thought she went rebellion. That's what I thought. I was like, no, she's telling them F you. That's what she's saying.
The umbrella to the car thing scared me a little bit. But now I get it.
But the paparazzi jump out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They chase her. They did that to Princess Diana.
Yeah, she wound up dead because of it.
She wound up dead.
Oh, Tara, you're sweet. Thank you. It's good to have you here.
I think there was more to that. There was more to that as well. I don't think that was such an accident in that tunnel.
Oh, I don't either.
Me neither. I think that was definitely murder. And I think, oh, for sure. And Harry knows it. That's why Harry wants the hell out. He knows it.
Yep. I don't know if you guys ever saw, there's a picture of right before the car crash of this bright light shining into the car.
Yep. And the driver looks blinded.
Yeah, it blinded the driver, and that's what caused the accident. So who did that light? Where did that light come from? That's creepy. That's creepy.
Well, they knew. They knew that the paparazzi knew that they did what they did. Yep. They knew that they caused that accident. And
Tammy, I think that too. I kind of thought, do you think that they're trying to push her to suicide then? Like, well, everyone will believe it.
Yeah.
Hi, Carly.
Well, we know how the Illuminati is. It's demonic. They'll chew you up and spit you out.
Baby, what's your thoughts and theories on the Illuminati?
Yes, Mr. Cher.
They are nuts.
Is that nuts that you don't believe it?
Well, I have my suspicions.
Oh.
Like there's so many people who do the triangle eye thing, and like there's too many people like pretending to be into it for it not to exist.
Correct.
Like I think it's definitely a thing, and God knows what they do in Hollywood.
And they can do a lot. They sit you in a room with a monitor, a TV screen, and they tell you stuff over and over and over where you have to.
Dakota Fanning, I think it was.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
See, I paid attention to the Illuminati stuff.
Yeah,
for years.
My daughter signed up on this stupid thing and put my email in there. And then I got emails like, welcome to the Illuminati, where we protect you and you will have lots of money and fancy cars. It was so weird.
That's creepy.
That's creepy.
I yelled at my kids for doing it too. I was like, what the hell are you guys doing? Like, obviously, I think it's like a joke site, but
right.
Oh my God. But then I started my YouTube channel. Illuminati.
Illuminati. Yeah, me too. Oh,
that's why people get creeped out of my profile picture, and they hate when I make people send me. I need one from you guys, by the way. I don't have a shushing picture of you guys to use.
A what picture?
A picture shushing yourself.
Oh, shushing myself? Oh, okay. I'm going to look like such a dork. You look great doing it. My fat fingers. Yeah, criminal imagination. I always want to say investigation. Imagination, yeah. She watched a really great doc about the Illuminati. Yeah.
Not a baby.
Oh, Carly, is that true? So is that possible that because the audio was leaked, that caused a rift in her process?
Oh. So that wasn't planned for us to all hear that then?
I guess not.
So they did that shit to her on purpose. And did you notice, like, when the judge was saying a certain part, that's when you hear Britney's dad clear his throat? It was so manipulative what happened. It shot all kinds of red flags to me. I just got to mute for a minute, guys.
Oh, criminal. You don't have to change your name or change it. Don't put your name on there. You be you.
Like me.
Yeah. Like Mary. Yeah, Holly Weird. But when I watched that the Show Kids documentary, oh, by the way, they also had Jada Smith, Will's wife.
Yeah.
They were talking about, because she was a child actress. People don't know that too, but she was in stuff. She dated Tupac. They went to high school together.
Oh, wow.
But Evan Rachel Wood, that's her name. She said that all the young men were being abused sexually, and she watched men receive awards that were abusers.
Wow.
She said that made her sick. Oh, it's on HBO, guys. Really should check it out. It's all your favorite actors from our young days. River Phoenix is obviously mentioned.
I don't know the HBO.
Yeah, you know who was actually helping in some of that pedophile stuff was that guy. You guys remember that church show, Seventh Heaven? Was it Seventh Heaven?
Yeah, the Steven guy.
The Steven guy. Yes, the dad was a priest and everything. Like,
yep. That was fun. Play it again.
Play it again, Sam.
I love Tupac.
I used to do P. Diddy's payroll.
What?
I did P. Diddy's payroll when I worked in the New York, Long Island office.
Get out.
Mm-mm.
So you paid his employees and everybody?
Yep.
Everyone? Mary used to do P. Diddy's payroll.
Yeah. They were like, no, say that. You can't say that. Well, I'm not doing it anymore, so now I can say it.
Wow. He must have paid them pretty good, huh?
Oh, let me tell you. Their bonuses were like off the chain.
Oh my gosh.
That's really cool, Mary.
Oh
I didn't know
my
that.
God. You guys, that's really like scary to think though, like somebody so public could be like actually
Watching
held
your son.
hostage, like
Yeah. In front of us.
right in front of our faces, and we're just sitting there, and she's literally like the circus monkey performing for all of us. Sad. I feel horrible.
When I was going through this presentation for us, I I felt so mad. I feel very angry that this was never done. This could have been addressed years ago, and we wouldn't be here today, or she
Hmm.
wouldn't be here. I'm not saying we, but you know.
I guess she's been silently trying to fight it for so long, like behind the scenes, and we just haven't heard about it. I guess they've kept it
Hush,
away,
hush.
hush hush. Which I thought it was interesting. We didn't hear about the 911 call until like a week after it happened or whatever. So somebody is trying to keep it all, yeah, very quiet. Can we see her?
I do not think anything's wrong with Brittany whatsoever. I think
Uh-uh.
that she is a normal young lady that may have had postpartum depression at one point. She may still have depression. That doesn't make anything wrong.
Oh, I believe she does. She even says that. But how could
Yeah.
you not with
How
have
could
any
you
kind
not?
of, yeah. Matthias,
Hi, Matthias.
hi, baby.
You are adorable. And you know it.
He does. What? There you go, sweetheart.
No, she sounds just angry, frustrated. She sounds like a very normal young lady to me. And my Amanda Bynes, same thing.
Yeah.
Amanda was actually, I did a little bit of looking on her a little bit ago, actually. The relationship with her parents is strained, obviously. There
Hmm.
are some really bad things going on. And her family, she's got a disconnect from reality, but this is all because of being driven to this point. It's a you for see here's an example that I just always keep in my mind, even though it's something little. But my daughter wanted to become an actress at one point, and she was only 6. Very cute, little girl. So I said, okay, whatever, and she was able to sing and dance, and she can do all that, right? So she learned an Oreo cookie commercial, and she was auditioning for it. And we were going every Sunday up north to Chicago to that big building we all know and love over there, the Willis Tower building. And she was going there every day. And finally, we got this commercial. It was for Oreo cookie. And my daughter looked at me and she said, I don't want to do this anymore. I said, okay. We walked right out. Well, that's not what the case with these other kids. The parents are very pushy. Amanda Bynes' parents being one of them. They forced her.
Mm-hmm.
If I had forced Julie to continue to do that Oreo cookie commercial, that would have been really nasty, because I could have easily, because my husband at the time, he's my ex-husband now, but it was her stepdad. He said, oh, we've been driving on, and then this is a waste of time. And I said to him, absolutely not. It gave her experience, and it gave her the ability to say no.
Yeah.
So how is that a waste, Oh, I agree, Carly. toddlers.
They let Britney see her boys. No, they don't. She had actually said that if I don't do this or that, then I don't get, like, I might not see my boys or whatever it is. So, or get to go on her planned vacation or whatever. Jussie Smollett, come on.
Oh, God.
He literally faked a racial attack to try and help the. He's stupid. And I
You're
like
right,
him.
Monica. She's in prison,
Who's in prison?
Brittany.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's in prison.
Tammy, I love his ears too.
Hi, Tammy. Cutie patootie lady.
No, it's not really Dr. Phil hanging out on my channel. I cuss too much.
What are your take? What's your take on this, Dr. Phil?
Ow, stop. Sorry.
Is that Rio or
No,
Bella?
it's Bella.
Do you know Dr. Phil, babe?
Yeah.
What would be your impression of Dr. Phil talking about this situation? What would he say?
I think he would be an excellent person to listen to on this topic.
Yeah, the baby.
Oh, you're so cute, little boy.
Hey, there's our Brooke. Hey, Brookie.
Matthias.
Every time I try to fly, I fall without my wings. I feel so small. I love that song.
Attention.
What?
Just got Bella's attention.
Oh,
Max is
do we have Matthias's attention?
Hey,
Max,
He's playing with Daddy.
yeah, that's his favorite buddy. On
Oh,
the
do you
shelter
wanna-
thing said he has no buddy, but now he found his buddy.
Max is
See, now
asking
my
you
kitty
to
wants-
show. Sorry, Max is asking you to show the bird. Is it all right if I show the bird?
Yes, show, of course. Oh, okay. We all got our pets on there.
Yeah, she
Oh,
is.
that's such a cute kitty and birdie.
Hi, Bella.
We heard you, she heard your voice and she was like,
How's my Bella?
Matthias.
Kelly. Say hi,
Let's
Kelly.
stomp on faces.
So cute,
All right.
Bella.
Enough for you.
No, she's adorable.
She's very agitated tonight. I don't know what her story is.
Probably because she sees a cat, a giant cat.
No, she's been like this all day. She's like irritable.
Did you see the fluff, Tara? That's what I have to deal with every day.
Yeah, that's a lot of hair.
I have big black and white balls going all over the house.
Oh, God.
I had that too when I had my Maine Coon.
Oh, Maine Coons are gorgeous. He sheds a little, but I gotta brush him.
It's okay, Bella. I don't think she feels good.
You don't think Bella feels good?
No,
Why?
I don't know. She's acting weird, like very not biting or anything, but she's like she just wants to be held. And this is, I mean, she likes to be held, but this is like,
Oh, criminal imagination, if you only knew. She is so spoiled.
yeah,
Mm.
she is.
She's so
Spoiled.
spoiled. You know, I want to say thank you, Cher, for inviting me here, and I'm honored. I was honored to do a little presentation on Britney today. I totally was so excited when you asked me, because these are things that I like to do, but I don't do.
Mhm.
You know?
I know, that's why I thought of you, and also I don't know how else we can really help, but using our platforms to say something.
Right.
So
Just to say something, and if we're all saying, hey, this has got to stop. This woman needs her life back.
I'm gonna find the petition really, really quick because I like to share that
yeah.
out.
Yeah, we need the petition, guys.
Hey Meg, I'll be right back.
Hey,
Hi, Meg.
Cal, how are you?
I'm good. I just saw your email, but I haven't responded. I love you.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I love you as well. I get in a lot of shit when I go on live, so I'm just here talking for a friend, by the way.
Well, you are wonderful. How are things with you today?
Yeah, good. I'm
Good.
always good.
What time is it right now?
11:59, which is midday.
It's the future, everybody.
Yeah,
Future. I
and
always
the lawn is growing in front of my eyes, though.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. Well, I just said to Johnny, look, come on, mate, we'll do this. We'll go to the beach and then we've got to mow the lawn. Because I don't mind. If we go to the beach, I'm already wet and salty. So then I just do the lawn and then I get sweaty and then we go and have a spa or a shower or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And but John's sort of walking around going, my God, you know what? This dog rules my life. I tell you, I went to my mate's house the other day. Remember the last time I was on live with you? And I said, you know, I haven't left here for 2 days. And but I'm going back there this afternoon, but I've really got to get this done. But anyway, I just saw somebody in chat that I don't know how to say it. That I think that she knows. I think she knows exactly what you're talking about in a bit of a way.
Who does?
A person in chat before.
Oh, I don't know.
Just within, say, Britney, but on a really small scale, when you can't even take your bin out without, you know, somebody taking a really bad pic of you or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there was somebody in chat before, and I think I know who they are, and I understand it. I get it, and I think.
Hey, Misha.
Well, can
Mika.
I tell you something?
Misha.
Which is what I want to. You know, what you wish for isn't really what you dream of. You know, when you're a little girl, what you wish for isn't really what you dream of. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, Emma.
And I'm sure you're a little girl at one stage, Cal, and
Well, I think the best thing to think about with people is just listen to people, listen to your gut, and listen to others. Listen to their pain.
Definitely. You know, the thing that's happened to me in the last couple of days, though, is only being on YouTube, and I really don't care about YouTube because I've been through so fucking much publicly in my life in Australia anyway. That's why I don't hide who I am, or because I've been through it all since I was a kid, you know? And
It's difficult to hear a human being being treated like a cash cow.
Definitely.
You know?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. You know what? That girl would rather live in a trailer with her kids than be where she is right now.
Yep.
And
She
probably
would.
be, 100%, man. I know she would. But what can we do about it? Somebody just came in chat before, and I think I might know her. And I think I might know what she's talking about. And so I'm just talking as a friend that it's okay. And, you know, it's something, you know what Mandy did the other night? You know how she was being assaulted. I think that YouTube could be helpful in a bit of a way, in a little
Absolutely.
bit, where this girl just came in the chat. She just flew in and flew out. But I just said, hey man, it's Meg, it's okay. And then I haven't heard from her. Well, but I want to tell her that it's okay, that that YouTube can be used for good reasons. And if you are feeling like that, there are good people out there.
Yes. And it gets witnesses as well. Always get witnesses. Always. It's the same in real life. If you're going to be getting attacked, don't run into an alley. Run in public. Run into a store. Run into a crowd.
Oh, Kels, I dragged them in alleys, though. No, not.
Well, if you want to do that, which I have no problem with, it takes one off the street, right? But
yeah, right.
Overall, if you're not a Meg or you're not a Buffy the Vampire Slayer, go run into the crowd and always go with people. And yes, utilizing YouTube is definitely a good tool. It doesn't.
It can be. And there's a girl in chat that I know that is feeling isolated at the moment.
And Britney Spears was using social media to try and get help too, so.
Exactly. So what do we do? So maybe I did the wrong thing by saying, hey man, it's Meg. You okay?
No, I don't see how that could be wrong. I mean, you were genuinely just checking to make sure, as I think anyone would. Hey, Amber.
You know what happened to me,
Hi.
Isha?
Amber.
Hello, lovelies.
Amber.
Hey.
Andy.
Hey, I'm not allowed to say Amber because I was on a live the other day and I got chatted on from saying Anita, and I say Amber, and it's like, well, it's just my accent. That's just the way I say it. But
you can call me that.
You guys, I have to tell you something that's very exciting while I remember.
What?
So, not yesterday, I think so Friday, I had a phone call. I didn't recognize the number, so I declined it. And then like 4 minutes later, it called me back. So I'm like, okay, I'll answer it. They must really want to talk to me. And it was the Ohio Innocence Project calling me about Kevin.
What?
Yeah, and checking out my stuff, asking if we could compare notes, and saying that, and basically saying they were looking forward to working very closely with me to help Kevin.
Good.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
That is my favorite stuff that you do.
I got goosebumps.
With your
Nobody
platform.
watches it. It makes me feel discouraged because they deserve their story to be heard. I always feel just so shitty that like no one seems to care about it. And it's like,
I know.
It's just whatever. But I got I've got Kathleen Zellner willing to take the case, so she looked into it, and I've got the 2 people from Ohio Innocence Project taking this case.
Good for you.
That's not small. That's like really big. Zellner is my hero. Like
that is a fantastic accomplishment, my friend.
Yeah.
So,
fantastic, fabulous. I'm so proud of you.
Doing that next, Kelly, I could use your help. Everybody's help. I seriously would love everyone to talk about it because I need his name out there more. They're holding a man under 3 different names in prison, and it's not right. The name they're holding him. It's so crazy. Like, I'm sorry, but what black man in 1999 is going to return to a scene of a crime to give people water? That's what he was found doing, giving them water. And even the victim's mother even said Kevin had nothing to do with it. Even the person who so there was a fight, and from a bunch of teenage boys between the ages of 14, and Kevin was the oldest at 18 years old. And a week later, because of a head injury, one of the kids died, and they went and arrested Kevin and two of his friends. And the two minors got lesser charges, but because Kevin was 18, they decided to nail him with the harshest charges because they said the kid died in the middle of a robbery. They're saying he stole $20
Ooh, $20.
from two different kids, but it's 120. They found a $20 bill in Kevin's pockets, and they're saying he stole it from them. It's not true. It was Kevin's $20. But how did he steal $20 from two different guys? From one $20 bill though, from two different guys. That's weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's all.
Well, I want to know his name so I can.
I'll
do
text it all
research
to you. Yeah.
Awesome, please.
And I got a couple videos on him on my channel too.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm behind, but I'll catch up on that. Yeah, we don't want anybody that's innocent and and being mistreated.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
Now, did he get life in prison?
Yes. So he's actually he was arrested in '99, fully charged in 2000, and so he was 18 at the time of incarceration. He has to do 43 or 47 years. He's only 23 years in, so he still has a lot more before he's even eligible for parole, for a parole hearing.
God, see, what kills me is, okay, so if they got into a fight and then this kid dies a week later, to me, that's not like a premeditated murder.
Right.
That's
Thing
a
is,
fight.
Kevin wasn't even there for the fight. He was there after. He was there giving them water, and he had seen, when he walked out and seen the guy on the ground, he noticed his head was hurt. So he ran back into the apartment because there was actually one of the kids' moms was looking and yelling, "Hey, Kevin, is he okay? Is he okay?" He yelled, "Get me water." So the mom watching out the window, who, by the way, was told, "We don't need you here at court. Don't even show up." And so she didn't, because Black people in Ohio is very racist. It's just a mess. So
Well, I want to hear about that. And I want to.
different names he's being held under. Kevin Rogers, spelled two different ways, but his real name is Kevin Billingsley. His name isn't even Rogers. So now his social security number, the prison has all in limbo because they're saying basically they got to get him a new social security number because they inside prison are going to change his name to how they need it to be to hold him there, because
The whole thing sounds just very not professionally handled whatsoever.
No. Now, this type of stuff happens, and it happens more than people realize. One of my best girlfriends is part of the Innocence Project because her fiance is serving time in prison right now as we speak for murdering his best friend. But the best friend, according to him, the best friend shot herself in the head, but he hit her body and moved it. And he said that he just panicked. But
yeah, some people do.
Yeah, he said he panicked.
That could happen.
But well, he ended up getting charged with her murder and convicted because the item that was used, the weapon that was used, was a shotgun, a 12-gauge shotgun, and the entry wound was behind her head. So that would have been very difficult to do. So, but again, his story is, you know what I mean? So she works with that. So I know how much she goes through working with the Innocence Project, and because she believes him, she believes that he's telling the truth and that he didn't get his full diligent efforts representing him in court.
I tell you, if there's one thing that just really, I mean, infuriates me is when I think of how many innocent people are locked up. I mean, it's basically, I mean, it's our freaking, country holding people hostage is what it is. They kidnap people. And I mean, to bring that back to the Britney thing, I mean.
Well, look how many people are in prison now for
rich hostage is what she is.
Yeah. Look how many people are in prison right now for something that's now legal in a lot of states. Just possession of marijuana. And then they're still in jail.
Yeah, they need to be exonerated like yesterday.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Last year or whatever.
Oh yeah, from the whole 3 strikes you're out stuff that when they didn't know as much about addiction and rehab and whatnot, they weren't more pro recovery, they were pro punishment. So people would get 3 felonies and they would get life for like having a little bit of drugs on them. Like that's just insane.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it. Go ahead.
Oh, that's fine.
For sure.
Wow.
But it's sad about Britney, and that we feel like there's nothing we can do. We all feel helpless. And Sloan, you're right. Sloan covers this very well.
Oh yeah, let me find his channel.
He's detailed, very detailed.
Yeah. And he's very
with anything
he's
he
super
does.
passionate about it. I really like him. Yeah,
I do too. I like his face, his personality, everything. He's great.
Yeah, I was telling Mary in chat, like people around our age, we basically grew up with her. Like she's an icon.
I was already older when she came out, but for me, I still, like you said, kind of grow up with her. But she's been everywhere.
Yep.
Everywhere, and a very big part. And I love seeing her and stuff. I saw her one time in the Mike Myers movie, Austin Powers.
Oh, yeah.
That was great. I was like, oh, I love seeing her and stuff. It was just, it's sad to hear that her whole life has been nothing but bull crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine how much, because I know whenever anything that is your passion becomes your job, it's just natural to lose a little bit of that passion when it becomes a moneymaker. But imagine how her passion must be gone.
Yeah, it's like her own personal hell now.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, poor thing, she has to, her life dream has to be associated with her nightmare now. That's awful. And it's like I said, a lot of people just kind of overlook oh, well, if I had her money, I wouldn't mind. But no, it's not like that.
If you're not getting that money, yes, you would.
Right.
Right. She couldn't even afford to. She wanted to stain her cabinets, and she wasn't even allowed enough money to stain her kitchen cabinets.
That's insane.
Wow. So does that sound like something we want?
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
And so after she read that in court, the judge said no. Am I right? That was what we talked about in the last live, correct?
Sheriff? Mr. Sheriff farted in your...
Oh no. Hey, Megan's back. Yay.
No, but if I know...
Meg, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm always good. I just wanted to say to anybody in chat, if they're if they feel stuck or anything like that, you can always put something in a letterbox in the middle of the night. Just slip out, put something in the letterbox, just write a note, whatever. I'm just a little bit worried about somebody at the moment. And
Who?
yeah,
Can you put it in private chat?
nah.
Nah.
Is it somebody we should be concerned about too, or?
Do I know them?
Yeah, I think everybody knows. Nah.
I think you know who
Anyway, let's get off it because
Yeah,
she's gonna
so
feel
that.
really awful.
Baby boy.
And it's okay. Let's get on to another topic, which would be something. Oh, I've got a topic.
Okay.
Gee, somebody tried to drag the fuck out of me yesterday, but I didn't even see the video until this morning.
Oh,
And
Lord.
you know what? It ended up being okay. How good's that? You know what I mean? Like, oh well, look, I'm not gonna look.
Hey, ladies. I love you guys, but I'm gonna end it because I want to make sure it just stays about Britney on this one. So
Oh, yeah.
I will end it until you guys. I'll be in touch so we can plan something, and maybe I can get you to
I'm gone,
talk
sweetheart.
about
See you
Kevin on
later.
your. Bye, Meg.
Bye, guys.
And we
Bye,
can have you
everybody.
talk about Kevin.
Okay, we'll talk about Kevin.
Okay. Mr. Cher, what do you say?
Kevin's okay. That's what I say.
What?
Let Kelly go.
What am I supposed to say? Free Britney?
Yeah, say free Britney, bitch.
Free Britney, bitch.
Mary, you gotta say it. I gotta hear you say free Britney, bitch.
Free Britney, bitch.
Oh! All right. Good night, Mary.
Good night, guys.
Everyone left, but Kelly, I love you. I'll text you. Amber, I love you. I text you. Good night, everyone. Love you all.
Bye, everybody.